everyone, welcome back to Let's Code to Be a Java Programmer. And today is day 11 of our coding journey. In today's session, we'll explore the switch case statement and the break keyword in Java. These constructs help you manage multiple conditions more efficiently. Let's dive in. So, before seeing how having a look at switch case, let me show you an example of if else if. Okay, so I'm declaring here a variable 1, and if the n value is 1, it should print Monday. If the n value is 2, it should print Tuesday, and if the n value is 4, it should print the corresponding day of the week. Okay, so here I have given, so in order to execute this multiple conditional statement, I'm using if else if, and at the end, else if none of the above 6 values are given, then the else value should print Sunday. Okay, so now let's execute this and see. Since I have given here the value 1, it printed Monday. Now let me give 7, it should print Sunday. Yes, it prints Sunday. Now, okay, it's fine, but instead of using this multiple else if, we could use switch case, and here the switch case comes into play. Let me show you how we'll be executing this very same problem using switch case. Okay, so the switch case syntax is switch, and inside we'll be passing the parameter which we have used here. So since we are getting the n value, we'll be putting here n, and we'll be opening the curly braces, and here we'll be checking. So case, and here following the case we'll be having what number it is. So if it is number 1, it should execute this statement. Monday. If here n is equal to 2, it should give me Tuesday. Okay, now let me copy this code and paste it here to make it quick. So instead of using the word copy paste, we are doing here code reuse. So that sounds more technical, right? Okay, so let me do this for the other days. If it is 3, then it should print Wednesday. And if it is 4, it should print Thursday. If it is 5, it should print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Friday. If it is 6, it should print Saturday. And if it is 7, it should print Sunday. Okay. Okay. So I should have a semicolon here. Don't forget to add the semicolon at the end of the statements. Okay, fine. So this is the syntax of switch. How we'll be having the keyword switch, and inside the parentheses we'll be giving the variable of what we are getting from the user, and then switch. After switch we will be having the case which we should check, and the value. If it is 7, it will be printing this statement. If it's 6, it will be printing this statement. Now let's run this code. Yes, since we have given 7, it is giving us Sunday. Okay. Now what if I give number 5? What it should print if I give number 5? Just have the answer in your mind. What you people might be thinking is, if it gives number 5, it should print Friday, right? Okay, now let me check. No, it hasn't printed Friday, but it has also printed Friday, Saturday, and Sunday along with it. Why? Now let me check by giving number 2. It has given Tuesday, Wednesday, and all the cases after the case number 2, along with case number 2. Now, this is the problem in switch case. What it does is, it checks each and every cases. If it is number 2, it checks here case 1. No, it leaves this off. It checks case number 2. If it matches, after printing this, after executing this particular statement, it straight away executes all the other statements after that. So this is the problem in switch case. So in order to overcome this, we use the keyword break. Okay. Now what this break keyword does is, it just stops the execution here and it goes out of the switch case. So this is the work of break. So instead of printing all the cases after that, it just stops there after executing that particular case. Now let me show you. I have added break only for case 1, 2 and 3 in order to show you. Okay, now let me save and show you the difference. Now since there I have added the break, it didn't execute all the other cases which are after that. But let me show you 4. For 4 I didn't add the break. It executed all the other values. Okay, so this is the use of break keyword. Also, what can we do if the user enters any other value other than 1 to 7? So for that we can have a default case where you can print if the user prints any other value except the given value. You can print invalid number, or you can give any other number which you think that it would adds even more meaningful. Okay, so now let me save this. Now let me give number 12 here. Let me see what happens. Invalid number. So this is what it is. And one more thing which I would like to tell you is, before Java 5, in switch case only integers were allowed to use, but after Java 5 we can use even strings in the switch cases. That is, uh, let me show another example. I'm taking this entire. Now let me show you the switch keys in with the example of a string. Now let me say, okay, here I'm giving a value where I'm giving it as morning. So when I give, so what this problem basically does is, if the value is morning, then it should print 6 a.m. If I give as afternoon, it should print 12 noon. If I give evening, it should print me as 6 p.m. Okay. So let me give the switch case for this. Switch, where, open the braces. Now after case, we put the case here as morning. So after case, we should have a colon, and what it should do is should print 6 a.m. Fine. Now let me copy it for afternoon too. If I give afternoon, it should give me 12 noon. And if it is evening, it should give me 6 p.m. Okay. Also, let me give a default case. Invalid. So when the user gives any other than morning, afternoon, or evening, it prints invalid. Okay. I'm saving and let me run and show this. String well morning. Okay, so I forgot to add semicolon here. Now control S, everything is fine. Now it should work well. Let me open the down. Yes. Yes. Morning, since I've given morning, it is giving 6 a.m. But along with 6 a.m. it prints 12 noon and 6 p.m. Why? Because I've never added break. So don't forget to add the break. Control S. Yes, perfect. Now let me give as evening. Control S. Now run. Perfect. 6 p.m. is the output. So this is how you can use switch case with integers and string value also, and along with this we have also seen about the keyword called break. Also, in the new version of Java, since Java is releasing its new version for every 6 months, the recent version got updated in this switch case where the syntax is very new. So instead of adding this break after each and every case, they have changed it to like this. So instead of having this colon after the case, we'll be having an arrowhead mark. So anything after the arrowhead will get executed. So here we don't have the compulsion to add break statement. Now let us try this. So if you have colon, then you should maintain with colon everywhere, or if you are using arrowhead, you should use arrowhead everywhere. Okay. So here we are not using the break keyword, and instead of using the break keyword, we are using this arrowhead. But since most of the companies prefer the old Java version instead of this new one, it's good to know what it's been updated with, right? So I'm showing you. Yes, perfectly, it's working. Now let me show you morning, afternoon. Control S. Perfect. Now anything else like something which is invalid? Invalid. That's perfect. Now instead of printing the value here, we can also just store this entire. We can also give a variable for this and ask that variable to print. Let's say string is equal string result is equal to. Okay, so here I'm declaring. So here I'm declaring a variable called string, and here instead of putting a system.out.println every time, I'm just setting the result to be result is equal to 6a. Okay, so instead of having this system.out.println again and again to make the code look even more little professional, you can use this way also. Okay, Control S. Now, after out of this switch case, you can ask the system.out.println to give the result. Okay, Control S. Now let's see what it happens. Let me give afternoon here again. Control S. 12 noon, that's perfect. Okay, so instead of this variable, we can just store this whole switch case inside a variable. So let's see how we can do that. String result equal to. Now this whole switch case is inside this variable called result, and here instead of, you can remove this, and also instead of arrowhead you can use the colon yield. So if you are not comfortable with using arrowhead, you can use the colon, and you can use the word yield in order to avoid the break keyword. Okay, Control S. Now it looks perfect. Now after this, we can ask the whole result to get print. Okay, system.out.print the result. Okay, so instead of having declaring an empty string variable and then using it to, you know, to print the result as 6 a.m., result is equal to 6 p.m., result is equal to invalid, it's another method where you can also just give fix this whole switch case inside a variable and ask them to print. So instead of using the arrowhead, you can also use colon yield. Okay, this is a new version of Java, of course. Again, I've given say hello.java. That's perfect, so people. Let's give morning. 6 a.m. That's awesome. So that's all for day 11. Today we covered the switch case statement and the break keyword. And along with this, we also saw the other new version of Java instead of using break keyword, and also the colon yields value. And spend some time practicing with different conditions and see how you can use switch case in your programs. Tomorrow we'll continue with more advanced Java topic. Thank you for joining me on day 11 of Let's Code to be a Java Programmer. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified about our daily coding sessions. See you tomorrow for day 12. Happy coding!